Hello. Topic for the video is distance formula. Today we'll derive the distance between two points located in 3D space. You derive the distance formula for distance between two points in 2D plane. And the formula is somewhat like this, where x1 and y1 are the distance, are the coordinates of one point, and x2, y2 are the coordinate of the other. Now I'll derive the formula in the 3D plane. Here I have drawn three mutually perpendicular axes. As you know, to locate any point in a space, we need three dimensions. So three coordinate axes. Okay, so here I have drawn three coordinate axes. I didn't extended x, y, and z in the opposite directions. That means I just want to deal with the first octant. This is the first octant, and P and Q are the points in the first octant. I've drawn this impressions here, the shadow of P and P dash in XY plane. This is XY plane. And these are the shadows of P and Q. I've drawn them so that you can visualize that P and Q are actually in the first octant. Okay, and now let's proceed. We have to find out distance between these 2 points, means basically we have to find out this. So since class 8, for finding out the distances between 2 points, means to find out length of any side, we have a way out, we have a tool. We can convert the figure into right angle triangle, and we can apply Pythagoras, or trigonometry is also a weapon to find out the measure. Okay, so we'll use Pythagoras here. For that we need to complete this into a right angle triangle. So if I make it like this, that would be wrong. Okay, because then you are seeing this as a two-dimensional point of view. Okay, please, now let's see the picture again from 3D point of view. This is your first octant. So please see this as a room. This is a corner line of your room, any corner line. No, this is any corner line. This is the length and this is the breadth. Means you can consider this as the floor and this is the height of the room. And P and Q are the points somewhere in the room. And P dash and Q dash are their shadows on the floor. Now this is actually the 3D visual for this. No, and one more point to be noted here is this. If you can see, PP dash can be treated as an object now. So PP dash and QQ dash are actually straight because I just drawn their shadows on the floor. So you can consider these as the line segment just parallel to z-axis. That means they are perpendicular to the floor. No, that means this is 90, this is 90, whatever on the floor, it makes 90 degree. Here too. Okay, so this is 90, all are 90. No, and what are the coordinates of these points? The coordinates of these points, see, if we have to reach here, see, this is XY plane, we can easily find out its coordinate. To reach here, we travel some distance along x-axis, then along y-axis. Okay, so somewhat this. No, this is also perpendicular. How come? Because this line lie on xy plane and this is the object standing on xy plane. Similarly, to reach here, I have to travel some distance along x-axis and then this. Okay, so this line is also perpendicular to this. In fact, this is perpendicular to full plane. So if we draw any line, this line is gonna be perpendicular to all of them. Okay, so this is the 3D version of the picture. Now if I have to complete a right angle triangle, so first see here, if I join these two, okay, if I join these two, this is also 90 degree because I'm joining the 2 points in the XY plane. No, and these objects are standing. This is also 90. So if I have to complete a right angle triangle here, that is actually this. Now, this is your right angle triangle. Now you can see the 3D visual of this. It's actually a plane inside the room. There is a room and a plane inside it. Let's name it PA, Q dash, P dash, and a plane, invisible plane inside the room. And this is a triangle standing on that plane. This triangle is also in the room only. So now we completed our right angle triangle. If we have to find out PQ, we must know this and this. Okay, so let's see. Do we know this? Again, this is the height of QQ dash and this is the height of PP dash, and QA is actually this height minus this height. So we got this point of ours. Now this is actually equals to Z2, which is the height of Q, and Z1, which is the height of P. So Z2 minus Z1. So we can apply Pythagoras, but to find out PQ, we must know PA. Okay, now what is PA? This PA line is again in a space somewhere at the middle of the room. How to find out this? We don't have any way out, but we can find out this. This is on the floor and this is in XY plane, and we know how to find out distance between 2 points in a plane. Okay, so first we have to generate their coordinates. What are the coordinates of this? Okay, as this is x1, y1, means to reach point P we covered x1, then y1 and then z1. That means its coordinates are, to reach here it's x1, y1, and there is no height. Okay, so this is x1 and y1. Okay, and to reach P we just took height z1. Here the coordinates are x2, y2. Okay, now we can actually find out P dash Q dash, no, which is actually equals to this. No, distance between 2 points in a plane. This is the formula. Just recall it. How was it? Otherwise you can ask me also. So this was the formula. That means we got it. This P dash Q dash is this. So we got our PA. Our PA is this. No? So we got our PA also. So I'm just labeling it D here. Okay, because and D is equals to this. Or I can label it, let this be X, and I'm labeling this as X. Now we can find out our PQ. No? So PQ is actually equals to PQ square equals QA square plus PA square. That means PQ is root of QA square. That means Z2 minus Z1 whole square. Okay, and plus PA square, this side. Okay, and this side is actually this. Okay, so PQ is this square plus this square, and this is actually equals to this, and its square is, you know what is the square of this? Root will cancel out with square, and this will actually becomes x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Got it? So this is, so here you can see this formula is just similar to the old formula, just we have the third coordinate here, so this got entered here. Okay, so and we proved it actually. So distance between any 2 points in a plane is actually equals to the same, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. That will be the additional term. I hope you understood.